What up, all my poker bro and broettes? It's your boy BangaRang. Had to just wake up and make this video as I was so stoked yesterday to achieve such great victory. We are playing the BDPO series is kicking back off again on Ignition. This is for event number 4. 4 seats guaranteed. $75 buy-in. We're trying to win that sweet victory, that ticket into a life-changing $500 tournament, into any $500 series tournament tourney. And well, as you can see, I did not play this Queen Jack, and after all that action, Queen 10 takes the cake. So yes, bluffers do exist. You do start off with 2,000 in chips. The blinds are 10-minute levels, which are nice. Once again, gonna add this to my Let's Play Ace Jack 1,000 times and see it hit none of them. This guy's just opening consistently, and I think I was getting frustrated with not making anything happen, and maybe feeling crunched, like I was running out of time because I had prior engagements at work to go to. Never a good feeling to ever play a poker tournament feeling rushed or like you got to be somewhere else, because it will influence your actions in a negative sort of way. So as you can see, I feel like I hardly even played anything, and almost like half my stack is gone. I mean, where did the chips go, right? I don't know, but they're gone, So just because you lost half your stack doesn't mean to continue to lose the other half. I actually pick up this ace-5 suited against a short stack all in, and I'm telling you this, I had a tough decision just calling off an extra 560, but fortunately I did make the right decision, and he shows 8-5 suited. We have him dominated, and we do block a couple of his outs, which is nice, and we take the cake, which brings us up back to a nice little starting stack of almost 2,000. Praise the poker gods. I end up folding the code Jack. Ace Jack suited. God, I hope I get away from it, but I don't. I think I get influenced because the guy has such a big stack. I put him on a weaker holding, a weaker raise, and that might warrant a 3-bet or a shove, but I just make the wrong decision and call. And we both check on the flop, which is kind of interesting. And then after I check and show complete weakness on the turn, he decides to make a nice little stab of 400 and gets me to shut it down. I get away from the ace-8 suited, and as you can see, there's a shove right after, so that's a good fold on my part, if you ask me. I decide to shove with that ace-3, battle of the blinds. I actually get disconnected, and I miss out on my pocket 8s, which I was really frustrated about because I finally picked up a nice hand. At least I picked up a pocket pair of 9s right after. Battle of the blinds. I was thinking about trying to get some value, but I decided to just shove and play it safe. As you can see, I am super short stacked. This guy just shoves on me like every hand. I pick up king 6, and I already knew if it folded around to me that I was putting it in. And sure enough, I do. And I'm actually happy to do so, especially after he shows the queen 5 suited. And fortunately, I do pick up top pair, and I just got to dodge a flush draw, which I do, thankfully. And I go up to a measly 1,1600 in chips. Straggling along. Blinds are now 125, 250. I decided to fold. As you can see, there's an all-in after me, so I think that was a good fold with the ace deuce. I have a chance to play that 4-9, battle the blinds. I opt out. Fortunately, I do, because I do pick up a nice ace-queen afterwards, and I do put it in, obviously, for a shove. And I get called by this 5-4 suited. He does have an inside straight draw, but my top pair holds up, and I'm up to just over a starting stack. And the blinds are 150, 300. Tempted to play that king jack, obviously, pot odds, being short stack and all. I fold, and fortunately, the guy next to me goes all in. So once again, I think it was a good fold. In position, I pick up king 10 suited, and I feel good about shoving this in. And 3-5 suited calls me, which I need because I need the chips. So fortunately, we both think a pair off the flop, but the king 10 holds. So, they love them suited cards. I decided to go to a flop with this ace 10 suited against a min bet, and I pick up a nice, strong flush draw, outdoor straight draw, and we'd have that overcard potential, so a lot of outs, and I decided to go for a nice little check raise, and it gets through. Interesting, there's many ways to play this. We end up hitting an ace on the turn, so I feel like that was our pot to win. Was that the best way to play it? I'm happy with it. I fold this king jack, although as much as I want to play it, I feel like there was action afterwards that made me feel good about folding it. I'm ready to put it in with this king jack suited against a couple of the late positions, and it folds around to me. So I'm pleased to take the walk, although I was ready to battle. 8-9, I decide to limp in, battle the blinds, and he says, fuck your limp, and shoves, and I say, sounds good. So let's just continue forward, since I'm happy that I still have a nice chunk of 3,400. It's not much, but I'm still in the game. As you can see, top 14 are getting paid, top 13 are getting that beautiful $500 ticket, and this game's winding down. It may be about 18-handed right now. Once again, I got to get rid of a nice hand. I do pick up an ace jack against early position bettor who has me better, but only by suits. And thankfully, he doesn't make a flush, and we go chop chop. The chop chop actually is good for me in this situation because I need the blinds and antes, even if it's split. Take a couple rounds, maybe just one, and pick up a king 10 in position, and I'm more than happy to put it in on 4 and 800, and it gets through, thankfully. So staying alive, I pick up an ace 10 against a bet of 3,000 on 500, 1,000, and I just think, as much as I was excited to play that, his bet just said, which he didn't have to do, he wanted to. I said the ace 10 is not going to hold up, and fortunately I get rewarded with that fold because I do pick up a nice pocket pair, nines right after that, and I'm more than pleased to just put it in, and I'm actually good if I get action. And sure enough, the action is from the guy that I would actually like to get it from, who I actually barely have covered. But having a weak stack, I'm thinking he's got a chance at a weaker hand, and he shows ace 9, just puts us in such a prime position to capitalize on this battle. And fortunately, it holds. And I finally get a stack. And I pick up this beautiful king jack suited right after, and I couldn't wait to play. So I fold it because I know that was the right decision. And look at this open shove for 15 G's from player 21 in position, late position. And I just am feeling so good about that fold. And the reward is going to be this ace king right after. And I was so stoked to make that fold, pick up this hand, and get to throw it in for once and feel good about it. So I certainly did. And I'm feeling pretty good, pretty good about my position now. And now that there's about 17, 16 players left, and we're looking at that beautiful, top 14 getting pretty close. As bad as I want to play this ace 8 suited, I just lose with it always. So I decided to not play it. And it felt really good to say, hey, I don't have to. I already know the outcome, even though I feel like it's the right play. I got away from it. We'll see. And here we are. We're nearing the bubble. We're on the bubble, and I pick up this awesome ace queen, and I'm battling a short stack against ace five. And this is one of the craziest hands I've played in a while because I hit top pair, and he picks up a 4% shot and hits an inside straight draw and binks it on the river. 4% shot on the flop turns it into a straight, and I am crippled and devastated. I could not believe it. The worst bubble beat I've had in such a long time. I knock him out. I would go up to 14, 15,000. I mean, and here I pick up before that king queen against an all in. Okay, the guy shoves all in, and I fold king queen short stack, which is the hardest thing to do because on top of that, I am on tilt. But as you can see, my short stack went up because I got a blind hand. I badly wanted to play this king queen after tilt on losing that ace queen to ace five, and this guy shoves, which just threw me off that he had to have a monster, and I had the balls, the poker balls, to fold it. And I'm telling you, that was the hardest fold. And on the bubble, I blind myself down to on the big blind, and I get trip eights, and I get a stack, fold it out, and I win that beautiful 470 plus $30 ticket. BangaRang.